Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Nice to meet you here.
Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you too.
So, welcome to our meeting. Here is our agenda. Shall we get started?
Yeah, sure. We can start.
Okay. So the first question will be, what impact does social media have on public relations practices, particularly crisis communications and reputation management? And how significant is it for organizations today to monitor content on social media sites, including hashtags and other signs of internal and external dialogue? So I want to hear what's your point of view on these two parts of the first question.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, it's becoming more and more important. Companies are creating very large communication strategies and teams. And well, there is a new job, which is the media creator and the media those persons who are in charge of the social media. So it's very important these days.
Yes, I can't agree with you more. I think now social media are part of our life. Imagine how many hours spend on with our phone.
Yes.
We spend less time with the family. It looks like this. So, from my point of view, I think social media right now can make an organization, also can break it, especially concerning crisis communications and reputation management. It enables proactive crisis management, offers real-time feedback, and serves as the public face of an organization, and plays a crucial role in reputation management.
Well, yes, I can tell you that the monitoring this social media, it's part of the business. So you have to be present all the time in the media. You have to listen to your customers, and customers are using the social media to communicate with you.
Yeah, so this is a very good channel to communicate and to answer on time to the question of the customer. So can win a lot of credibility of the company. But I also think that the significance of monitoring the content on social media um, lies in understanding public emotion. So whenever they have a question, so you can address his concerns on time. Also, this is a good way to promote the reputation of the company. Just like in the case of Domino as Pizza, the initial traditional like it's a corporate website to respond to the crisis. However, the delay in recognizing and responding to the social media dialogue allowed concerns to escalate on platforms like YouTube.
Yes, well, that's something that we
What's your
have to
point of
consider.
view?
Sorry to interrupt you. That's something that we have to take into in consideration. Effectiveness has to lead with how fast you respond to these problems, or if you have a crisis. So probably
Yeah.
something to consider is to act fast, and social media is helping to act fast. Customers are mm, using the social media to try to get you. So it's something that we have to take into account too.
Yeah, I want to emphasize here the word that you said, effectiveness. That's a very good point here. Yes, social media can guarantee the company communicate effective with the customers, and that's a very good point, I think.
Okay. So let's move to the next matter.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so from the perspective of crisis communicators concerned with social media, what else could Domino's have done or said to prove with action that its key message are sincere? What other messages could Domino's have delivered? First of all, I want to
Mm,
listen to you for
okay,
this one.
so from my point, I think although Domino's took some proactive steps in crisis communication, but they could have done further. They could have done something further. Maybe they could demonstrate sincerity by implementing real-time updates on social media and also engaging with stakeholders directly on social media platform. Of course, I'm talking about more the stakeholders, external stakeholders like customers and public community. Maybe also they can use they can utilize more tools like something visual. Maybe they can do some videos to show how was the process to of the quality control in their company. Also, maybe they can interview some employees of his company or the customers, satisfied customers, and maybe in this way they can rebuilding the trust and the credibility.
Well, I like
What's your
what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Yes, building credibility is very important. I think it's only two persons in the company, these two employees, but there are more than 100,000 people in the company. So
yeah, yeah,
so they could use part of this cost, so for part of these employees to show
sorry.
they are a solid and very credible company. And maybe it's an opportunity for them for two things, I guess. It's an opportunity to realize there is a problem and they have to address this problem. Maybe they need to train or to think the training for the employees, because these two employees didn't have the best training. And I think it's another opportunity to use this crisis to show they are concerned about their employees. And they could take probably two of their best employees to train these other employees and show the world that they are doing something for the company. They are these employees are important for them. They made a mistake, but they can correct this mistake. In that way, they are building credibility. That's my point of view. What do you think of this proposal,
I
Sunny?
have to say, Gabriel, you always have a good point and a very different point from mine because you are thinking about the future. That's a very good point that I want to say that you said that yeah there are only two employees who just posted the video and damaged the reputation of the company. But we have 1,000 employee in the company. So it's a very good point. First, we realize the problem, and then second, we have to check what we can do to prevent this kind of thing happen again. Yeah,
Yes,
maybe,
and that's a way. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's a way to be transparent and to build credibility with the stakeholders.
yeah, or yes, agree. Um, yeah, maybe the problem why these two people did this kind of thing. Maybe the company didn't have enough education on this point.
Probably they need to see, they need to do something.
Yes, of
Probably
course.
one part is training
Uh-huh.
and maybe selecting the people.
Yes, or
Maybe they have to see or they have to test their employees before. And you know what? these employees are the face of the company. You know,
Yes.
we have many stakeholders. We have the board, we have the
Yeah.
bosses, we have the
Mhm.
directors, we have
Yes.
the personnel in media, in
Yes.
advertising.
Yes.
But
Uh-huh.
the face of the company, the persons who are in contact with the customers are these employees. So
Yes.
they are very important for the company. We have to give the best training for those employees.
Yes. So,
And and in that way we can guarantee that they are going to have the best behavior in front of the social media or uh, in the restaurants or everywhere.
yes, definitely agree. They have to do a good selection when they recruit people. Also, after that, they have to do training on the, especially on this part, because social media is just part of our life, just like we said at the beginning.
Okay, so can we move to the next?
Yes, of course.
Okay, what other type of traditional media and social media could Domino's have used to reach its stakeholders? You go first. Tell me first, and we can discuss.
About the traditional media, so I was checking, I was thinking at that time it was very famous uh, TV, television, and radio. Maybe, so I think by this way they can reach more public customers, more people who are concerned the situation. So that I think that was a very good idea. As the social media. I just searched by internet and I just found that at that time it was very popular among people in 2009 were Facebook and MySpace. So I think they can um, make use of these two different medias to
Yes.
reach a lot more people.
Okay, I see. Yes. So besides YouTube, Facebook, and MySpace. Okay, I understand your point. Yes, I agree with you. We have to consider also the internal stakeholders. So we can communicate with these stakeholders by email. So to write an email informing about the consequences of the acts, the behaviors, and I can imagine some posters in parts of the restaurant where employees can see the poster only for employees about the rules of the company, how to behave for the company, maybe in the kitchen or in the rest rooms or the resting areas for the employees. That's another way to address other stakeholders. Maybe maybe we can consider also other stakeholders like the providers. How can you or how do you think the cheese company felt about the use of their cheese in the videos? I'm not sure. They may not have a big impact, but they deserve an apology too.
Yes, of course, because anyway it can affect the reputation of them also.
Yes, there is something that maybe reputation, maybe the
Credibility.
seriousness of the company, yeah, that we are concerned because they are part of our company too. Imagine the cheese, sorry, imagine the pizza without the cheese. So it's very important. They are
Yeah,
important
yeah,
for us, and we have to show the
yes,
respect they deserve.
yes. But very good point of view, because you were thinking another stakeholders I have never thought of. Um, Very good. I like your point.
Okay, and the last one, and well, we are also uh, running out of time. So let's see. Are there any other conclusions that you can draw from this incident?
From this, would you
Do
please
you want,
repeat?
yes, I can repeat, of course. Are there any other conclusions that you can draw from this incident?
Uh, yes, of course. I was thinking this incident of Domino's Pizza really drives home the point that organizations right now and companies need to include social media in their crisis communication strategies. Because a faster pace of information on social platforms demands a proactive and a transparent approach. Another conclusion I can draw from this case is that it really shows us how crisis communication is changing. Organizations must meet the expectations of highly engaged social media users and stay alert. Try to manage their online reputation through some practice like search engine optimization. I don't know. What do you think? Uh,
Oh, I totally agree with you, and I think I cannot add any more. Because it's what you are saying. It's a definition of being proactive. So it means to to look at the future, to understand crisis can happen, to understand we have different stakeholders in the company and they are all important, and that's to be proactive in for the company. So, well, I think that's all. So, well, eh, we can say that stakeholders are very important. Internal and external stakeholders are important, and we have to consider internal and external communication.
yes,
We have to be proactive. Uh,
yes,
Companies need to be proactive, and it's very important to be transparent and to build credibility in the stakeholders. In that way, the company can manage crisis in a better way. Do you agree with me with this conclusion?
yes. I couldn't agree with you more. Mm,
Okay,
that was
Sunny,
very interesting.
thank you very much for inviting me to this meeting.
Oh, thank you, Gabriel. That was very interesting. Hope to see you next time.
Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.